We got a lot of pucks from today. Well, it's the last couple days. Yeah, the Panama, the Finica Casnaga. This is really good coffee we're going to make right now. I ended up ordering a lot of it just because it was so good. The beans are epic when they came in. Look at that, just perfectly, the perfect amount of oil, roasted just right. I mean, this rivals the best of the $80 Konas and all those things. All right, there we go. Back to our style. And yeah, shoot. Well, easy, Steve. This is it. This is, I ordered a lot of this coffee because it was so good. And two of them. Yeah, I hope that it'll stay good. And we're going to make some cold brew with it. And then I'm going to also do that little Columbia down there. That was a scary coffee maker. I used it once on a trip. We took it, but I'll try it again. I only used it one time, and it wasn't a good outcome. But anyhow, yeah, if you guys really, there it is. It's pretty good. You can look it up online. It came really good. This comes right from Panama. Gets here quicker than most of it, and I had to order a big batch of it because it was so damn good. And we're going to go enjoy these two lattes right here. From it right now. And so that's pretty cool. All right, we just had those because after Central America, we did order more of the Panama coffee. Two big bags of it. Hopefully it's not too much, but yeah, it's really good coffee. We live in the coffee growing region and we have really good coffee all around us. And I gotta say, even this comes from Panama. It's excellent coffee, but we'll store some of it in here. Fits quite a bit, and we'll put a little in there too. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Came all the way from Panama. Actually got here quicker than other coffee, so. Anyway, if you see this, it's definitely worth ordering, and it does come from Panama. Look, we got a big-ass 2-pound bag, or whatever. It's big. It's a nice amount, so hopefully it isn't too much. And I think we're going to we'll do a little cold brew with it, perhaps. And then I think we may just try, this is probably the most dangerous, this Columbia coffee maker. I only used it once on a trip, and it was a little disastrous, but we may try this again just for the heck of it. I'll have to set it up in a safe spot. Right, Bobo?
Yeah.
Otherwise we'll... Remember we tried to use it in Kansas at the hotel, and it was a disaster because I did it with water but nothing else. But anyhow, there we go. Please go down, lock. It's pretty airtight, not bad. I don't think they're expensive. We would have got them, and for all our other stuff too. So yeah, we got this at a medium there. So we'll grind. Wait, that's some old one. We don't want to keep that in there. All right, there we go. You didn't need to hear all of it, but yeah, we'll go ahead and make some cold brew again. We're going to use some of this coffee from Panama for the cold brew, and we'll see how that goes. So we got some water. Got a nice filtered water. They say 3/4, so there we go. Exactly 3/4. And then I always fill this to right here because when I did the cups, their amount they suggest, that's where it came to. So I'm going by about that level nowadays. And let's just go ahead and put some of this medium grind in here. Let's see how it came out. That's pretty good. We might need just a tad more. All right. Better do a little less than a little more. Anyway, that isn't always how it works out for me, but I'm just going to go up like I do a lot of things. Yeah, there we go. Just about right there is the way I've been doing it, as usual. Goes on. Little cross thread. There we go. Seals. They say give it a vigorous shake, kind of get it all saturated and going. We got a new water filter for the ice in the refrigerator too, so that's going to be good. We're going to use our ice more, and yeah, there we go. So we'll refrigerate this. Espresso here. So this is the Columbia. It's kind of a mocha pot. This is a real old one. I glued it together. It's base got mildew. You really can't get rid of. I've done a lot on that. It's, you know, everything seems to work. The cord's in there, a little wiggly, but maybe we'll just go ahead and try this baby out. I used it in Kansas once, and so it's pretty clean. I mean, it looks good. The valves all go, and I used this in Kansas once, but I'd only practiced with water, and we were, you know, there seeing the grandkid born, and I brought this and to make espresso, so it didn't really work out. There was a little coffee place nearby. It was all right, not too bad. It was just across the street, and it sufficed. So that wasn't too bad on that trip, but there we go. So we may try this baby out too, and we'll get some water and see if okay, she's all loaded up, water plugged in, a little pan just for safety, just because last time it was a little haywire. I'm opening this valve here, which lets the coffee up into the pot until it starts to go. And then we'll visualize why it does that. So let's, clicks on. So we'll see. I thought it was probably the most dangerous coffee maker I've ever used, just because, you know, it kind of just went off like a maniac. That's why I used a kind of a medium grind. I didn't want to get too compacted, and I'm not expecting this coffee to come out perfect out of this machine right now. It's just really a test run to see how the old Columbia works. It was one of those eBay buys a long time ago. It had a really chipped up base actually, and it has this little mold and mildew. That was when we lived in the rainforest. A lot of things got destroyed because of that. And amazing enough, you'd have to sand way down to remove it. Some things actually we got it off of, but this one I really couldn't. But the base has always had a little old, and I've glued some broken chips in there with Subaru and stuff. So let's just see how it goes. The little indicator light's on. I guess this one will go off when it hits heat. I think that was, I was waiting for that to go off, but I think we're just going to open this valve here for safety. Oh yeah, there it goes. There's one. This one has its own piping system that comes out from the bottom. And then, let's see if we can tilt this way it's going. Danger tilt, danger tilt. And you can kind of see that the steamer has its own pipe from the, that's inside the pipe that comes up from the bottom there. So that's pretty cool. But yeah. Oh, there's a little bit. Let's see what's happening here. Yeah, there's little drips of coffee coming up. Okay. Just a little bit. I don't know if you should shut this for a minute, let it get a little more pressure, but you know, like most mocha pots, they just go. You don't really have a knob necessarily, except for like a Bellman and some of those things. We'll turn it off for just a minute more to hang out and watch. So that's pretty exciting. I used this once with some water just to see if it worked, and then we took it on the trip, and luckily there was a coffee place there. It wasn't like number one, but it was pretty good, and they had old bakery and stuff, things that we don't really have necessarily here. And usually there's stuff is like Costco bakery stuff wrapped up, and anyhow, we don't really have a good bakery in Hawaii. Let's see what goes on here again. That's the steamer. Hang on, Stevie. Let's open up the coffee maker again. So we got a little more dripping. A little bit watery looking, maybe because of the pressure, but that's doing pretty good right now. So I think we'll just let that go. I don't know if that's the way maybe you should just do these, but maybe like a Bellman, you need to manipulate that valve a little bit, you know, and you can make better or coffee that way. Just build up a little second or two of, you know, maybe this indicator light here is supposed to go off when there's enough pressure, but I'm not going to, or enough heat, I'm not going to trust that 100%. There we go. Now there's a good flow. Yeah, let's just let that go. It's not too fast, but hey, you know what? It is working. Maybe it's not as dangerous as I thought. I thought we'd have some type of exciting event. There's a, you know, a minute amount of like crema-esque stuff there, but then again, this is, okay, so let's turn it off. There's some coffee in there, may not be perfect, but it's a good test run. Now, I don't know about this steamer. I'm going to open it up. We'll see how much pressure you need. Probably should add more pressure, but we're doing a safety run. We'll see if we can actually get a little bit of steam to come out. I might not steam any milk, but let's just see if we can get some to come out. Little indicator light still on. I don't know if any more coffee will come out. Yeah, still get a little coffee coming, so I'm going to shut that though. I'm going to see if we can get some steam out of this, just since we're going pretty good right now. Let's just go ahead and keep on with the danger one, the Columbia. You see these every now and then. It's probably something you just need to have the technique for. You know, it is pretty compact and you could travel with it and stuff, but you know, if you want a La Pavoni quality or certain other qualities, it may not be perfect for that, but you know what? You can plug it in somewhere if you're camping where there's electricity, or you know, every now and then a park has a plug-in. You could do that. Even though I like something stovetop just because it's more fun. But oh yeah, there we go. So steam too. Wow, not bad. We're not going to steam milk, but heck. We did get some steam. I'm going to pop this baby off here. I'm going to open it. I'm just going to let the last pressure with some, yeah, there we go, some coffee come out. So yeah, it's worked pretty good. Let's get this is a lot bigger mug than I usually use. I got it years ago down at Volcano. There's an artist in the village that would make these. I don't know if they're still down there or whatever, but they're pretty nice. I wish he made a smaller espresso cup. One day, next time I'm down there, I might have to find them, but I really like the looks of it and everything. So let's just pour a coffee anyway. So we did get this to work. And you definitely don't want to unscrew this hot, but you can pour with it. Let's see how it goes. Hopefully the handle won't break. Yeah, it's just riveted. I don't think there's any screws to tighten that, but it's still pretty good. So yeah, we did it. The Columbia did. There it is. I'm right. No, it's not bad. It's nice and hot. So you know what? I was wrong about the Columbia. It did perform. And yeah, I was thinking of just selling it or giving it away, but maybe I'll have to have a second thought. But I got to say, the Columbia worked pretty good, and I'm sure you could dial it in a few tries and get it to work. Not too bad. I bet I could run it in my truck. I can run 400 watts in the back of it. I've never done it yet, but wow. So anyway, the Columbia went good. Panama coffee. This is really in par with the most expensive $80 a pound Kona. This kicks ass on a lot of it. It really is. This is a great coffee from Panama. The medium dark is what we get because we like more robust flavor. But yeah. So anyway, another good show. We saw the Ecuador show, and next we're going to have the Columbia show. That coffee's still due tomorrow, I guess. And yeah, we're back in the roll. We're not going to, well, I'm going to order the rest of the coffees, and however they come in, I think we're going to do South America, just because the last time we had to wait for shipping. But Yeah, it's pretty damn cool.